Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another reading. This one is going to be on another controversial topic. So it's Cody Ko and Tana Mojo. If you are not familiar with the drama, Tana Mojo has alleged that Cody Ko slept with her when she was 17, which would put her as, I believe, legally in the state that it was alleged to have happened, potentially not old enough. I'm not exactly sure. But that's what all the girlies are saying, and everyone is going wild over this. He has not made any sort of claim about this or has said anything, and I'm pretty sure he's just ignoring it. So I'm gonna kind of see what's going on with this situation because it's been highly requested from all of you guys, and I'm gonna do my best to kind of see what's going on with the situation, what's gonna happen to Tana, what's gonna happen to Cody Co, and what to do moving forward. So remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment purpose only, and let's get started. So make sure you join the YouTube members. It's linked down below. There are multiple tiers, $5, $10, $15 tier. Get access to exclusive members only videos. I actually just did an exclusive members only video for Brooke Schofield and Clinton Kane and all their drama, which you're not gonna wanna miss out, so you should subscribe for that. And you can also win a reading there, so. All right. Tana, Cody Co. All right. Page of Wands reversed. Damn. Okay. Ooh, it's gonna be a messy ass fucking reading. Okay, so the Seven of Wands being reversed for Tana is not shocking. She's not an underdog. Nobody believes her, right? She has a history of not telling the truth or being in drama. And when the Seven of Wands reverse, there's not a lot of people that are willing to rally around in support for Tana, right? We get that. That's kind of the issue, right? Is that no one really believes her when she speaks, right? And Cody Co is definitely taking advantage of that for sure. He definitely feels as though she says one thing and does another. Page of Wands reversed. And the Seven of Swords being reversed is on his side, which is a failure. So that makes sense, right? There's some sort of setback and failure. The Seven of Swords is also someone who is not always the best moral character. And to me, it seems like this doesn't seem like what's the word? It doesn't seem like behavior like this is that foreign to him when it comes to gray areas and teetering the line. Cody Ko's personality is actually a lot more mischievous than people realize. I think he kind of likes to see what he can get away with, and he likes to toe the line. It just seems like he's a risk taker and kind of like a ballsy person. Think of that like almost like an adrenaline junkie. So he kind of just likes to teeter the line in everything in his life, whether it be his personal relationships, his friendships, his romantic relationships, his professional life. Like he kind of just likes to kind of toe the line. I think that's really what excites him about life, is like living on the edge. But what's interesting here is he has a recollection of events that's very different, all at different tables only. What I'm seeing, his energy is him being like, well, what you're saying now is not what you said back then. Back then, it's almost like if he was saying like, oh, okay, well, she had said this, she had said that, she told me she was this age, or she said she wanted this and she was flirting with me. Like there's this energy of him being like, well, that's not what you were saying. It's almost like he feels like she betrayed him, and rather than upset at any of his actions. The Emperor is upright, the Two of Swords reversed, and the Queen of Cups is reversed. So Queen of Cups being reversed is about Tana, right? And that's like her emotional state. And the Two of Swords and the Empress is like a separation. And that Emperor would be him, like controlling, dominant. So his recollection of events is, I separated myself from her because she was fucking crazy and clingy and was obsessed with me. And I think that's a story he's telling everyone. I think that's a story he tells his wife. I think that's a story that he feels. And I think he genuinely believes this story. I think this is a story he believes, in my opinion. I think he believes this story. Emperor and Two of Swords. There's no way he's like, yeah, he just feels like I had to separate from her. He needs to be careful because he's definitely weighing his options legally to go after Tana. He is. Justice being reversed says that he feels like she's committing a crime. Page of Swords is like, this is not something that she should be fighting. And the Death card is like, this like is something I want to stop. The problem is that it's a double-edged sword, because if she goes down, so does he. So the way he's feeling is like, I want to get her, I want to go after her, but I can't, because if I go after her, then my skeletons are going to fall out of my closet. So what you're seeing right now is him being patient and waiting to get Tana on a technicality. He's trying to find an angle in which he can go after Tana legally for defamation without, or maybe not even just for defamation, but go after Tana legally without stirring everything up. Like, he's trying to find a loophole to go after her. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone else that he's friends with goes after her legally, and it's because of him putting the battery in their back. Because it seems like someone adjacent to him might be the one to go after her. That way he can keep his hands clean. I'm going to tell you exactly what his personality is. He's a weasel, and he's a coward. The Four of Pentacles is a greedy, selfish card. The Three of Swords is heartbreak, and the Star is reversed. Oh, I can't do it because I'm too famous. Can you do this? I can't do this. He is a coward, and he runs for other people to protect him and save him and do things for him. I'm also going to tell you this. This is not someone who I deem energetically faithful. I don't think he's a good friend. I don't think he's a good partner. I don't think he's a good person, in my opinion. Just for the simple fact of, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Wheel of Fortune. He's going to go where the clout, fame, money, and success is. Like I said, he's an adrenaline junkie, a risk taker. This is the type of person that would like the thrill of cheating on someone just to see if they'll figure it out. Okay? So I know there's a lot of things on the internet about like his relationship and his wife and everything like that. His wife very obviously is a pick-me. I think if you've ever watched their videos on The Button, she did a video with him on The Button on the Cut channel, and the most pick-me shit came out of her mouth. It's not really shocking to me that that's who he married. But with the Six of Cups reversed, the King of Cups being reversed, and the Temperance is about patience and balance. King of Cups and Six of Cups, I definitely think they had a major hiccup in their relationship, and she forgave him. I definitely think there was some sort of forgiveness or, acceptance, because it just seems to me like he has always gotten away with his behavior all the time. This is someone that definitely never had a consequence for any action. So again, the reason why I'm looking at his energy is because it makes me, I want you to see what I see in my mind's eye. Like, I'm painting the picture of his energy. And so when the Temperance card, Tower is reversed, the King of Pentacles reversed, and the Nine of Pentacles, I think he needs to be careful, because people are not going to want to associate with him after this. And I think a lot of professional businesses and things that he's worked with, this story is only going to keep being talked about, and it's only going to get bigger. And a lot of people, I don't know if I'm necessarily seeing people make statements as much as I'm seeing people be like, hey, we can't work together anymore. So I think he's going to kind of be a little bit more isolated than normal. This is going to spiral him out of control. Cody does not know how to do things on his own. He doesn't know how to be on his own. He doesn't know how to be an individual. He needs other people. He needs a squad. He needs a team. He needs people to help him. He needs people to do things for him. And so as people start to pull from him, it's going to send him into a spiral, because he's going to be like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? He's just going to be forced to stand on his own 2 feet. But I do think he's going to make a major career mishap soon. I don't know if he's going to accidentally speak on it, or if one of his friends is going to expose a message between the two of them and he's going to be forced to speak on it. But I see a major career setback for him because of something he says or does when he's spiraling. Strength card, Chariot reversed, and Three of Cups. I will also tell you that one of his friends is going to expose him and snake him out, or friendly. there's going to be messages between him and one of the people he either asked to not say something or threatened or whatever the fuck it'll be. They're going to expose those messages. I definitely think that we're looking at a little mini David Dobrik. Like, this feels to me very much like David Dobrik 2.0, but on a smaller scale, very much lesser. There's also another girl, Queen of Swords reverse, Empress, and Three of Wands. There's another girl that I think is going to come forward eventually about something that they feel has happened. And I'm not so sure that he was single at the time, but there is definitely another girl with the Three of Wands for sure. I'm actually shocked this dude, bro, how the fuck have you been getting away with this behavior? I did not expect to see all of this. How has he gotten away with all of this? Devil reverse, Four of Wands, and King of Wands. And let me tell you something. Tana is the least of his worries. The least of his worries. I also think that he snaked someone in business. King of Wands reverse, Four of Wands reverse, and Devil card. He snaked someone in business that he was close to. He screwed someone over. He definitely screwed someone over. And I just feel like it's all going to come crumbling. No, I shouldn't say crumbling down because I'm not sure I necessarily see his career ending, but I see it all bubbling up to the surface. Five of Swords reverse, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Does he own any businesses on the side, or did he start any businesses, a startup, an app, or anything like that? There's some sort of shady activity when it comes to a business that I'm picking up on. King of Swords, the Sun, and the Five of Pentacles. Why do I see him having a memory issue? I think a lot of people are going to think that has he been to rehab before? I think a lot of people are going to think that he is not taking accountability, but I don't think he remembers. Sun, King of Swords reverse, and Five of Pentacles is about something having power over him. And something clouding his judgment. So part of me is wondering if, does he drink? Does he party too much? What's the tea? Queen of Wands, or excuse me, Queen of Pentacles, Hermit, and Eight of Wands. Rapid change. Oh, I think this already happened. I think there was a period of time in his relationship where they were in a bad place and he was in a bad place in his life. It's almost like if somebody was drinking too much and partying too much and then they got sober or then they stopped and now it's being brought up. Because what I'm seeing is a lot of past behavior with him. He just had a baby, right? I wonder if he finally got his act together once he had a baby. And if that's what this is, it's like, oh, you had a baby, you got to get your shit together. Because it seems like everyone was taking care of him and everyone was doing things for him, including his girlfriend. So I'm wondering if that's what this trajectory is. But now all your past behavior is coming out and he's too much of a coward to face it. And he's being a weasel. He's got weasel energy to me. I'm sorry. He's a weasel. He's got weasel energy. Here's what's interesting to me. I don't know why people are afraid of Cody. He has no power. He's powerless. In fact, I don't think people enjoy working with him. High Priestess, Eight of Swords reverse, and Hierophant says he doesn't follow through with what he's saying he's going to follow through with. He makes false promises, and no one really benefits from being around him in the way in which they should. So with the High Priestess, which is about people trusting him, why? Why does he have this influence over people? I think he must really just be super charismatic because people are not afraid of him. I think that he's just really, he must really be convincing. Cause I don't think he's blackmailing people or threatening people. I think people just see him as a weak weasel And so I think people just feel sorry for him, to be honest. But he's a lot smarter than you think. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, and World reverse. There is another public figure that's going to gun for him head on. There's another person in the content creation space that is gunning for him head on, and is going to knock him out. So I think another hit piece is coming for Cody Co. And it's not going to be just about Tana Mojo. There's another hit piece coming. Yep, there's another hit piece coming. Like I said, it's about his business, his shady activities, the way he's treated people. Someone's coming for him, for sure. Like I said, I don't think his career's over, but I think that the days of him getting away with bullshit and people wanting to work with him are over. I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like, you're on your own, bud. Good luck. I think he's going to spiral just for the simple fact of he cannot be alone. Like, I can't stress enough that I don't see him like losing everything, and I don't really see him being hit that hard financially, but I see him kind of really struggling because he's used to having a squad and he cannot be on his own. So you're going to start to see him unravel because he's on his own. This is not going to go away, Code. I don't think it's going to go away. What's interesting too, I see Tana Mojo being mostly detached from this. I don't really see her being super invested in this or super obsessive over this. It's almost like other people are finally using her. People are using her experience as a starting point or a catalyst for other things. So I just see him as like, I don't know, like I'm going to tell you exactly what Cody Ko's energy is. If Cody Ko wasn't famous, he would be a famous person's best friend and a hanger-oner. That's what he would be. Dude. Hopefully I don't get sued for this because it's all alleged friend chambers only. And I'm just commenting on what's out there in the public. I didn't start the beef. Listen, I'll just say this. If I was a straight, white, mediocre man, I would have just sat and ate my food and collected my free checks. But I was this close to that privilege. Of course, I had to like men. Anyways, I hope you guys like this. Join the YouTube members, especially if you love Brooke, because there's a reading on Brooke on the YouTube members, and you only have to spend $5 to see it. So it's linked down below. Until next time, bye guys. Girl, this video may disappear because I feel like that white man gonna sue my ass.